Let's bring in Democratic Congressman Jim Costa of California. He is running to be the ranking member on the House Agriculture Committee. The election for that post will be held tomorrow. Congressman, good to see you this morning. So let's start right there. The impact of immigrants, of migrants here on the agriculture industry in the United States, because certainly Joe just ticked through a bunch of states that are impacted by this, perhaps none more so than California and its farms.
No, you're absolutely right, Jonathan. And Joe, I couldn't agree more. As a third-generation farmer, and my grandparents came to this country illiterate, non-English speaking, as farm workers. They knew how to milk cows. And the fact of the matter, the 2 to 3 million undocumented people in California, we believe that over half of them are involved in agriculture. That workforce is absolutely essential. The bottom line is that farmers in California care about a reliable workforce, they care about fair trade, and they care about water. And with the possibility of a tariff war beginning with Mexico and Canada, give us a break. I mean, this is not going to help the farm economy.
Congressman, I'm curious about what's going on with the CR this week and aid to farmers. You know, obviously, red America is rural America. Obviously, the farmers of America depend greatly on federal dollars. There is no bigger government handout in the world than the money that we provide farmers as their safety and security financially. Always that has been paired with food security measures for the disadvantaged in this country. And those two went together to try to get the political support for both. Are they going to try to put farm aid in the CR in order to bypass the ability to protect food security for the disadvantaged in America?
Well, I hope not. But, Senator, you're absolutely correct. The Farm Bill, as you know, is one of the more bipartisan pieces of legislation we've done historically. This is my fourth Farm Bill reauthorization. It's a safety net, not only for the 47 million Americans who are food insecure, but our children who benefit from the school lunch and breakfast program, women, infants, and children, and farmers, ranchers, dairymen, and women and farm workers who, frankly, are a part of that safety net that put food on America's dinner table every night. And it's overlooked. I sure hope that we will come together here in the next day or two, to the point of your question, to pass a CR, and that maintains a continued spending at the current levels on the farm programs that are essential, the 12 titles that you elicited. And then on top of that, we've got to try to make sure that the Inflation Reduction Act, which we've offered to the Republicans over the weekend, is built into the package. It's $14 billion, and farmers are using that money wisely.
Congressman, let's just go back to the intersection of the tariffs and then the labor supply. If Donald Trump, if he deported maybe 10% of California's labor with the farm workforce, what would be the practical impact in conjunction with tariffs, too?
Well, I can't give you precise numbers, but I think it will be devastating. The bottom line is that 44% of California's agriculture is exported, okay? So a tariff is a tax on American consumers, and it's a tax on American producers, farmers, and manufacturers. And so we're still having a lingering effect from the last time we were engaged in a tariff war with China. And the previous administration, the incoming administration, tried to cushion that for farmers by borrowing money from the commodity credit conservation to minimize the impacts. But clearly, specialty crops don't benefit from that. And those markets are critical to American farmers, ranchers, and dairymen. And then you remove a vital supply of labor. Some of the hardest working people you've ever met in your life. I know I did that work from the time I was 10 into my early 20s. And we've got a real problem in ag country.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, there are things that are easy to say on a campaign trail. But you start digging into this, and you realize you're going to be hurting family farmers. You're going to be hurting family businesses. You're going to be hurting family restaurants, small businesses, entrepreneurs. Those people that are running like small to mid-sized factories across the Midwest. It comes back to the economy
every time.
It does. All of this comes back to the economy. So again, when there are people that are angry because they're only talking about getting the hardened criminals out of the United States, you get much beyond that. You really start messing with family farmers family businesses, people that run family restaurants. I mean, that hits Main Street USA.
Democratic Congressman Jim Costa of California running to be ranking member of the House Agriculture Committee. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Mika and Joe.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
take care. Claire McCaskill, thank you as well, as always.